Curlin. Oh, Armpit Serenade is also another one.
Hold on.
Sounds like a good one.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
We are now on the World Wide Web, my friend.
Live and outside,
It'll
motherfuckers.
trip you out if you watch the video because it's on a delay.
Yeah, no, I like doing that.
Hopefully
You gotta do it
everything
full
sounds
screen
good.
so you
It
can see
looks
Joe.
good. All the levels look pretty good on the old Mixer-Rooney. And Wirecast levels look pretty good. Can I tap those up a little bit? Oh, there we go. Everyone gets a little woo.
A little touch.
Hello.
Everyone introduce yourselves.
Don't touch too much.
Don't touch too much.
Yeah.
So, hi guys. Welcome to Maincast. We're outside today. You see the beautiful porch. Because it's really hot inside, so yeah, we did that. Today's show is brought to you by Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Probably one of the best pale ales I've ever had. Honestly. It's amazing.
It was,
In notepads, if you can,
and
you can see Gary.
Elzian Dayglow IPA.
Yeah, what did put it up to the camera there?
Yeah, this one's bomb. Check her out.
This is the
Oh, would you look at that?
Elysian.
It's pretty good. It's not as strong as the Space Dust, and that's nice because
Get up there, they kinda
the
suck.
Space Dust is like 9.2,
Oh, good
and these
lord.
are like 7.4, which is
Jesus.
nice.
Well, it's cool. You
It's
can
like a
see us
calm
all
medium.
today. Yeah, nice lighting, you know.
Yeah, we're outside.
We're outside.
Imagine that.
It's summer, guys. It's beautiful. What's cool is I hope everybody can hear us. So, we got to talk about Roseanne. I'm assuming you've heard of Roseanne. What's going on?
Yeah, actually, I even heard of that. I don't really pay attention to the news, and that made it through. Was it? She
Exactly,
said
me
some
too.
racist shit
Joe, take
on
it
her
away.
show.
Okay, so my understanding of it was she had made a reference to one of Obama's cabinet's mates who I believe the comment was if the Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby, it would be her. Which is kind of understandable.
That is
why your
racy.
reaction is an uproar. Can we just get off of Twitter?
And
Like,
these are things you talk to your friends with. Like, you know, oh, hey, buddy, blah, 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 blah. You have some stupid joke. Yeah, not,
Not on the air.
No, not on the air. Why is my compressor light lit up? Huh.
Tony, you got any juice?
I have actually all kinds of milligrams of juice. I have 3, 6, 12.
Give me 12.
A 12. I got a 12. Yep.
Alright.
So take the riff on Roseanne. So I'll leave you with this.
Joe just had
Free speech.
a free speech. Oh, like whether or not she should be allowed to do it?
Precisely.
Well, I think she should be allowed to do it because that is a Second Amendment right. Or sorry,
Not second.
I don't know my amendments. Which one is
The
it?
Bill of Rights.
It's in the Bill of Rights, yeah.
The first one.
Oh, great.
it's the First Amendment, freedom of speech.
There we go. Well, I knew it was in.
Hello, did anybody take social studies or like,
Dude,
American
do you think
history
that's
or anything in
my
it?
expertise?
I mean, we
For
live in
sure
America,
not.
so
Yeah,
maybe.
well, not my study of choice. Anyways, for sure, she should be able to say it, but like,
I mean,
she shouldn't have because she's an influential person, and like the masses that follow her are gonna be like, oh.
I mean, I completely understand that. It's a ridiculous statement. She should not have made it. Definitely. But I believe that everybody should have an opinion about whatever they want to. If she thinks that whoever is whatever, that should be her opinion. And regardless of what she is as an actor or whatever, should not be like she's an actor. You know? She's,
well, yeah, you can still be like, oh, she's a shitty person, but like she
Yeah,
shouldn't get
I
in
mean-
trouble for it. Well, like, where did she say it?
I mean, I could say she said it on Twitter. I mean, you could say anything on Twitter and say like whatever, but with the state of everything, like politics and how like everything is communicated on Twitter or social media, you should be aware as somebody of influential value that anything you do say on social media may be taken the wrong way and could have negative influences on either your work or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I think that's why it's a problem for her because she's an actor.
Dude, her net worth is 80 million. I think she's
Yeah.
80 million.
I mean, regardless of
That's a lot, but think about how much she spends each day just by being like comfortable with being rich, you know?
I mean,
I got chips.
it's.
Ruffles flaming hot, baby.
Wow.
I mean,
Open that new one.
I don't
Thank
agree
you.
that we should be tolerant of people who are intolerant of certain people and whatever, but we also shouldn't like turn the page and be intolerant of other people's opinion. It is her opinion. We're
Yep.
human. We're allowed to have certain opinions, and I'm not saying it was a right opinion or a wrong opinion. I'm just saying she's allowed to have it.
My opinion is she's a bitch.
I agree, 100% with it. I mean,
And it's
we're-
weird. 'Cause
But it's all right because under those same rules, she can't be mad at me for saying she's a bitch, and she can be racist and whatever, and I can't be mad at her. I'm just
Ooh,
not
that's
going to
a good
go
vibe
to
to
her
it.
house and hang out.
it's weird. So they canceled the show because she made the comment. Because the advertisers. Go ahead, get your thought out there.
Well, it was because, and she's blaming it on Adderall.
Ambien.
Or not Ambien, which is sleep. aid.
Which I'll tell
and
you
so
what.
the Ambien, like,
it
people
does
are
fuck
like
you up.
fighting her about it. They're like, no, fuck you.
Dude, I've done some weird shit on Ambien. I'll tell you what. I'm not giving her any credit. Just saying.
I mean,
Weird stuff happens.
I'm
on
just
Ambien.
saying here, why don't we take responsibility for your actions?
I guess that Ambien made a comment saying that their sleep aid doesn't make people racist.
No,
So-
what it does is bring out
It
your
fucks you
true
up.
your true self.
But yeah.
So she is. You can't blame it on the Ambien. You could. It's kind of like blaming something on alcohol. Drunk words are sober thoughts. Same thing on a drug. It's letting yourself out. Shit. What was I going?
Getting loose.
Oh yeah. So, besides what she did,
Thank you.
it's weird how the whole system plays out. So, they canceled the show because the advertisers would pull out. Now, the advertisers would pull out because she said something wrong. Now, why? Why? Like, do the advertisers think they're going to get bad flack because they're supporting a show, supporting a racist? But when it all boils
It's-
down to it, what would actually happen?
It's
If
just
the
politics,
yeah,
man.
it's funny because with the politics, if they didn't pull out, if everything kept chugging along, guess what? The show would still be good. It would keep playing. Nothing would happen. There'd be a bunch of pissed off people, but nothing would change. That's
Actually,
it.
it'd probably even
They'd
be
probably
more
watch it
profitable.
It
More
would,
profitable.
Absolutely. People get offended.
She's going to do a comeback season in like
Yeah.
2 years.
It's like people get offended and they think like, oh, we have to change what we're doing because they're offended. You ain't gonna do shit. And trust me, there's no, when it boils down to it, the consumer really can't do anything. Yeah, you can boycott the show, but guess they wouldn't. They fucking wouldn't. Everyone would watch it.
Dude, people don't even vote. You think they're going to boycott a show?
Exactly. So the advertisers are freaking out like, oh my god, we have to pull out because we can't be seen supporting a racist actress. No one actually cares. It's weird. It's like all these people do these things for good PR, for good politics.
Let me
because
just
some-
set this straight here.
No,
we
no,
don't
yeah.
stand for what she says. She said. I mean,
Yeah.
what she said is
stand
definitely
for her
a
ability.
a horrible thing. It's
But just because I watch her show doesn't mean I'm a racist.
yeah, exactly.
If it's a good show, whatever. I don't know. She hasn't murdered anybody. She's not a rapist. Like, yeah, she has dumb thoughts. Everybody does.
I mean, I'd still watch Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I probably still would too.
Yep.
Oh, there goes Gary.
I want to be famous.
Spider Cat. It's just weird because, and then you think about it, not just her, but everybody on that cast lost their job.
Yeah, that's not.
Everybody in the production lost their job. I mean, there's a lot of the camera kid, and the makeup people, and the dressing.
I
There's
mean,
a lot of
They're
people
probably
that are
going to find a
involved in
new
the show.
job.
They will, I know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but
it's still shitty. Like, hey, you're laid off because this chick said something racist. Wait, what's that have to do with me? Nothing. Just sorry. Bye bye. You know, it's kind of weird. But again, it's just weird how everything is reacting when nothing actually would happen. People just get offended, but they're not going to do anything about it.
Everybody has a different opinion about other people and everything like that. Just because it doesn't align perfectly with what the masses believe or whatever doesn't mean that they're going to completely act on that.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's going to blow over. I
Of
think it's
course
going to
it
be
will.
like one of those things like a week or some
Dude,
shit.
our
Like,
president's racist. You can be racist today. Apparently
mean,
it's okay.
Remember when all those birds fell out of the sky like a year ago, and
No.
nobody, dude, like 1,000
Water
birds
levels.
fell out of the sky dead, just like out of nowhere, and people were talking about it for like a week, and then everyone forgot about it.
Exactly.
Well, I think we'd more pay attention to this going on, other than because it doesn't.
I'm concerned about the birds for sure.
Yeah.
No, I understand that we're concerned about the birds, but they actually matter. Other than
these are good.
us, like, concerning ourselves with somebody making a possibly racist status on, like, TV, on a TV show. Because that's the stuff that's more apt to be trending
It's a big potato.
than, like, birds.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying...
because people care about
statistically
people,
speaking,
but I just don't care about people.
I'm
so
just-
that's why
I'm
I'm
not
interested in
saying-
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nihilism.
I'm a nihilist.
I hope.
We believe in nothing. That's the Big Lebowski, my dude.
Yeah, Joe is the.
I guess that's just your opinion, man.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, though. It's all about opinions, and everyone has the right to have their own opinion, and everyone else has the right to judge that person based
Just
off of their
because
opinion.
this person has a shitty opinion doesn't mean anything. Really, it doesn't mean anything for our society or whatever. So what if she has a shitty opinion? I can think of 1,000,000 people who, like 100 people who maybe I encountered today who probably had a shitty opinion.
You just
Like,
called all the people you work with shitty.
I'm not saying all the people. I'm just saying
Go on.
maybe one of the ideas that they had were shitty.
Think
Okay,
about-
or
imagine
opinions. Like,
Imagine if we had the mass media when like Sinatra and the Rat Pack were around. Forget about it. Those dudes were fucking misogynist, sexist, racist assholes.
yeah,
but
but
they're
nobody could
idolized.
complain about it on the internet. So
Nobody
yeah.
could say anything.
Yeah.
Dude, they were.
yeah, let's
they're-
go back
they're
and
good people.
investigate how many people they molested or they
Oh,
touched. I mean,
fuck
like
yeah.
you talk about like seriously any of that. I mean, I'm not saying that any of this is right. It isn't. And like,
What, you think it's new? Like this is a new thing? Like, oh, a famous celebrity is fucked up? Duh.
Oh, they're definitely
They're
more
all
fucked up than we are because they can buy all the drugs that we want.
and we're not saying it's right by
Yeah.
any means. Like,
You know, they can be as fucked up as they
if
want all
anything,
the
they
time.
should be in jail longer than most of the people, other than going to their like,
Club Med.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Absolutely. So, so what's our unanimous opinion? Should they have fired her?
No, because she's allowed. Well, I'm undecided on it because with her job as an actor, she has certain responsibilities to not be like too far
Yep.
on either
It's your
side. You
job.
know,
It's your job.
it's your job to be a public figure,
Yep.
and you have a Twitter that like I don't have it. Well, I do have a Twitter, but it probably has like maybe 20 followers because I created it 4 years ago and nobody knows it, where it is. You know, but like. Fucking
Yeah,
hers
yeah,
has
yeah,
like
famous.
at least 10 million, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, exactly. You know
So
you're-
everybody knows that she thinks that lady is the cross between.
Well,
monkey
realistically,
and a
everybody's
Muppet.
able to have that. I mean, you look at our goddamn president. I'm
He's
not
like-
saying
Oh, he
I
says
am
dumb
not
shit all
saying
the
I am
time.
for him.
He says worse shit than she has.
Dude.
Well, he says it all the time, though, so
That's
it's no
what I'm
big
saying.
deal.
And he's the fucking president.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm for him or against him. He speaks his mind on like Twitter or whatever social media he does
Some
use
people
to
shouldn't
create.
speak the most.
And like, I'm not saying what. No, that's being fascist.
When you're when you're the president and it's your
That's
job,
that's what social media is
you gotta
for.
shut up. There's
But
some things you gotta
I
shut
just
up.
wish that he was more eloquent in the way that he displayed his
Exactly.
thoughts.
It's your job.
Because-
You
Be
also
the
need to
public.
know how to have
Yeah, like
boundaries.
you have to be diplomatic and like say things that I don't understand without looking up in a
You
book.
can
And
say
he's
these
just
things to your
like,
friends, but
"They're
don't say it
wrong."
to the public. Like,
I-
everyone's watching you. Watch your mouth.
yeah.
Well, especially if you're in their public opinion, like if you like, I mean that public view, like you could even be talking about it with your friends, and somebody could be walking by and pick it up.
Yep.
Like even
Little
if you're
video,
in that, like
Yeah,
phone
but
camera.
like
in that,
I don't give a
power,
fuck
you
if
know?
somebody hears what I'm talking about. You want one of these ones?
No, they're a little high test. I'm gonna go with this. You got those.
I mean, like, what I have to say about at least our president, I mean, I'm not saying I agree with anything. I mean, he's not... He's right out there in the open. He says everything pretty much what he has, like, on the top of his head and just shoots it right out on Twitter.
It's
So,
I call
like-
it shit brain.
So did Ed Gein, and he killed people. So
I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm just saying.
It's a
I'm
great
not.
comment.
Look, like, I'm not. I don't agree with any of the presidents.
So what
that we
is
have.
the
I
only
believe anybody
difference
who is in that diplomatic
That
power
Trump does it
is-
indirectly.
There's a great comic. It's a bunch of sheep in a field, and there's a big billboard with a wolf in a business suit. It says, "I will eat you," and the sheep are saying, "Well, at least he tells it as it is."
Because that way he's more personable.
No, his bike's cooler than that. I do agree with you on the fact that he is unfiltered, but wrong person to unfilter.
I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's.
Well,
At least he's honest. I mean, I know it's weird to say, but yeah, at least he's honest, but he is kind of retarded.
I mean,
I think that on certain
Science things
levels,
with crayons.
all actors are volatile. Like, think about it on the Democratic side.
they're just.
You
fucking
have, like,
higher paid actors.
What, like
exactly?
Leonardo
Yeah,
DiCaprio or
maybe.
shit, like those people will speak out at public events, or like that.
Or less
I don't know
paid
her name, but this
votes.
comedian did, like the opening for like a Congress thing.
Oh, don't tell me it was Amy Schumer.
No, it was this like kind of like what? Let's be PC. Is it an African American girl? She's skinny and pretty. I don't know. You should watch it. It's hilarious. She just roasts the shit out of them, and then is like, oh, also by the way, and like does a Me Too thing, and then's like, all right, you probably are wondering now why you like chose me to do this. Bye, you know.
I love when
But,
people
like-
talk shit.
Well, if you
Like
even
celebrities have that ability to talk down
look,
to people of power.
I don't remember how
Yeah.
many years back it was.
Yep.
It might have been 4 years back. Donald Trump had a roast.
Yep.
A roast on Donald Trump, which was aired, and he like had a bunch of celebrities roast him
Yep.
on the fact that he was running for president, and like everybody laughed about it.
Yeah, it's a joke that ran too far.
Well, like, to be completely honest, I mean, I don't know, like, we're looking for something different. We were all looking for something different, and like as a president, other than a politician or whatever, and they elected a businessman.
Well, the
Oh,
electors did.
yeah, the
Country
electors.
voted for Hillary.
Totally
They
did.
elected like a shady businessman.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Tons of failed businesses, like tons. Like,
My
oh, yeah,
grandfather
look at
worked
how
for
many
him.
has are good. Yeah, when you make 100 businesses, there's gonna be a good chance that a lot will survive. Get 60 dead and 30 good. You're not doing good. Trump steaks, Trump wine.
My grandfather worked for Trump when they were building the Trump Towers.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
he took pictures of the building as it was going up, but yeah, he when Trump was running and Hillary was running, he lived in the same town as Hillary, and he was dying of brain cancer, but he would always say, at least I don't have to live to see either one of them become president, because it's both shit candidates. But back to it. He said that there was some contractors that came and they didn't do a good enough job for Trump standards, so he just didn't pay them. He was just like, you didn't do a good enough job, and so I'm not going to pay you. But he admitted it. It came up during one of his debates. I watched the debates because it was interesting when the election was happening, because it was like two such volatile people.
Yeah.
You know, and you just like, you have to watch it, and it's like hilarious when Trump like shits on Hillary, you know, and like all that. But he admitted that he didn't pay people because they didn't work hard enough.
And he admits a lot of shit all the time.
Yeah, he's so honest.
care. It's
He's
amazing.
completely transparent.
Yeah.
He's a snake person.
He could come out and be like, I murdered 3 people yesterday. Be like, Trump for president. Like, people have criticized the presidents every single time for minute little fucking things. Then we got this guy who you really can criticize, and people are like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, we knew that actually.
Yeah,
Like-
we actually wanted this.
Like, what the fuck? But again, we didn't vote for it. In this great country of ours, where this fucked up, archaic electoral
Becca,
college.
you're ruining the plant.
I'm not saying that Hillary is better. Just saying the country voted for candidate A, and candidate B got elected. That's not right.
I voted for
That's
D.
not fucking right. And you can come up with your stupid, it's displacing the power of so the big states don't just vote for the president. Guess what? Your electoral votes are distributed by population per state. So the big states still have the swing vote. You fucking idiot.
Unless it's like Wyoming versus fucking New York, you know.
Well, they still New York still has
New York
way
is giant.
more electoral fucking votes
the population.
because they
Well,
have way
it's
more.
it's also a very large state.
Yeah, but
'Cause the whole top of it,
they
there's
still
so much
they
land there.
electoral college. Name your favorite elector out of the electoral college.
I have no idea. You asked the wrong person.
Okay. How
Ask
can
him.
you? Okay, let me boil this down for
Oh,
you. No, just let me finish
go
my
for it.
fucking sentence here.
Yeah.
How can you place your faith in somebody and people who you have no clue about, you had no place in putting them in position for, who decide the electoral vote? Who's your favorite elector? Who's the closest elector that you know in this area?
What do you mean by elector?
Yeah, of the electoral college.
Each state
Oh.
has chosen electors. who
Oh,
can
like
vote.
the two or three for New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
There's
who they
four.
are.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I was living in Mass the past 4 years.
so why do you
Me,
have
Gary Johnson?
I mean, say you have a representative, which we vote on, and we have whatever.
Yeah, that's real.
We have something there who has a say in our name, that we
Representatives,
actually put a
that's real.
vote and something with our name saying that we support this person, and we know who this person is, and we know they're supporting our vote. Who are these electors?
And the most fucked up
I feel
part,
what you're saying. I don't pay attention to politics. I
I'm
call
just saying,
the
I don't
ignorance
know
is
either.
bliss, where it doesn't
doesn't
directly
matter. It really
affect
doesn't
my
matter.
day-to-day life, and regardless of the president, unless we have full-blown war, I'm still gonna work outside, and I'm still gonna take care of landscapes and shit.
Well,
Called
no,
John
I
Stockton.
completely,
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. But
I
I
think
come in
a lot of
contact with some of these people who are just like, oh well, that's just the way our system works and whatever.
No,
And I'm just like,
wrong.
well, okay then,
It's fucking wicked
who's
wrong.
your favorite elector, and why is he elector, and why
that
is
a
he
system?
supporting you?
Why is that a thing? They count the popular vote. We count the popular vote every year. Use that, stupid. Because take just the people I know around me, when I work with and people go to whatever with, I can name 10 different people with different opinions of candidates. So let's say New Hampshire, you got all these different people voting for different candidates. You got Bill and Bob and John all voting for different people. But the electors vote for one person, so then New Hampshire votes for one person. New Hampshire is not getting together as one giant state and voting for one solid person unanimously. There is a voice. You have to have the voice. You could have, let's say there was a popular vote, you'd have New Hampshire with hundreds of different people voting for hundreds of different candidates, and you would all tally it up. But no, the electors choose one person, and that one person gets the vote from the state. You telling me that every single person in California votes for one candidate? No, of course not. They all have. There's thousands of opinions, especially California, a big ass state. You got the north, the south, the middle. It's all
The
different.
other thing is we're also not we're also not majority the majority of us are voting for one of two parties.
Yeah, the bipartisan system's bullshit.
So
Sometimes
realistically, if your party is swaying one or two ways, in the electoral college, you would sway probably more towards what you're
Exactly.
what
you
you're
personally
viewing,
think, or who's paying
so
you.
or who's paying the bill.
You
So
think,
if
you
you
think the electors not paid off, of course they're paid off.
Sometimes people just
There's probably
vote
people on Earth.
against a candidate.
Also, you can
Like-
look up.
I wasn't voting for Trump, and I also definitely wasn't voting for Hillary, so I voted for a third party,
Which gets no ground because of the media. But it breaks down to electoral fucking college. We're the only country in the goddamn world who does this. It was made to.
Can I throw a question at you?
Yeah.
Was it not intended when the United States was created for it to be like more independently governed per state?
Yes, it
Because
was.
I always wish that it would be like New Hampshire was fucking New Hampshire.
The purpose
Well-
of the federal government is infrastructure and national defense, and that
Yeah,
was the original,
exactly.
That was it.
That was it. It was not supposed to be interference. Pretty much, we were supposed to
There's
be
no
built
federal
up
laws,
almost like,
you know, there's
like a union of states,
City-states.
city states, which were like more like countries. So like New Hampshire would be almost like its own country. Massachusetts, Florida, whatever.
That's why they're
like,
a commonwealth.
Yeah, that's why Massachusetts is a
Trying to hold
commonwealth,
on to
and
that.
like
Mhm.
and like it was originally meant to be so. The federal government was mostly supposed to be a guide, so we didn't one and only fight each other. Right?
It's like to make us all on the same team so we don't kill each other.
yeah,
But
exactly.
also,
and defend ourselves
to
from,
have us
like,
be separate,
like
'cause-
foreign influences. It was supposed to protect ourselves for any other foreign
Yep.
Foreign
Foreign invasion.
blood trying to invade to the ground, or like trying to get trade here. If one state was in need, the federal government would maybe help out.
would like kick in.
yeah, would kick in and help out. But that's it. That's strictly the
They're
grounds
just
for
fucking
it.
hover mothering right now.
It was
Yeah.
supposed to be like the basic Bill of Rights in the Constitution, the first.
The Bill of Rights was it. That
Like,
was supposed
like
to be-
here are the states, follow these Bill of Rights. Anything outside of these Bill of Rights, you pretty much have your reign.
And if you look
know?
at the Constitution, with the dispersion of power, it actually goes town, state, federal. We
That's
have
like-
literally swapped.
That's like
that
Northern
power.
Maine, dude.
Exactly.
Northern Maine,
Some places
if
still
you
hold
fuck
on
with
to it.
somebody, people just show up to your house and beat you up.
Yep, that's what he's supposed
And then everyone's like, all right, it's chill now.
Yep,
Yeah.
militias, early militias. The best argument I've heard of the Electoral College was way back in the day. You didn't have cards, you didn't have media, you didn't have radio, you didn't have TV, you had nothing. So the politicians would only go to big states. Obviously, they want to go to a place with the most people. So they made the Electoral College to give states an equal voice because other states, it gives the politicians
only like 100 people out of the
It's
area
no
would go
longer
to that
relevant.
meeting and
Exactly.
listen to them.
So you
So
didn't
that
know.
one
You
person
didn't
was
know.
their elector to go to
But-
that fucking
But
place.
now, with the mass media, you could literally be living in Appalachia and have Wi-Fi. I mean, that's a hyperbole, but
You could, but you also couldn't.
yeah, it's a hyperbole, but
Yeah.
we're pretty much connected everywhere.
$10 word.
It's just it's ridiculous that no one is angry at the fact that you don't vote for your president, and we vote for everyone else, your senators, your representatives, your congressmen.
Well, the Congress people are just like kind of locked in there.
Yeah, we should have
You know, like when you see it on a ballot and there's just one person and you're like, well, I guess
Same
I'll
guy.
vote for this one person, you know?
Hey, if no one else is running, then well, that's everyone else's problem, not yours. Yeah.
That guy's got that job down pat, you know, like
comptroller of West New York, like
gets
he's been
free
there
mileage,
for 40
like
mile-
company
40 years.
pays for lodging,
Well,
company
nobody else
being
runs
federal,
against me,
yeah.
so fuck it. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
fuck it.
It's like
Yeah.
sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
I know.
Well, what grinds my gears?
Yep, let's do what's around my
Go
gears.
play sports.
Joe, would you like to go first?
All right, what grinds my gears is people don't know how to fucking merge. We're getting onto a highway, leave a little bit of space in front of you and a little bit of space behind you, so let the next person in. If you can't do that, get the fuck off the highway.
And especially if you're doing the two roads coming together on the slow road, you go one and the other. One, the other. You got one car goes this way, left, right. You got the dudes who try to do like the 3-car like pile up on the left, and you got the guy on the right trying to merge in. If your roads are merging, just be courteous. Just left, right, left, right. It's so simple.
By the way, New Jersey and Connecticut, I went through an area of that a couple of weekends ago. What the hell is up with your, like, one of the roads going from 6 lanes to 2?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's construction, my dude.
No, that's a regular road. Like, like I thought it was construction.
Well,
It was just-
that explains why people from New Jersey are so shitty at driving.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
saw something that was like the Chinese have this place where there's like some ridiculous, like 36 lanes or something ridiculous.
Oh, I saw that
Yeah.
merging into like one.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like, what? That's a fuck.
it
We're
was
gonna
like
put
that.
more lanes so they go down to one. It's called a bottleneck, and you're not going any faster.
It was like that way in.
You're going faster for the first bit until
in
you
New
hit the
Jersey,
traffic,
yeah,
and then
it's
you're
like
like,
illusion.
"Fuck! Everybody,
And
get
also
out of your
in
cars and run!"
Connecticut, in like New York, where's your merging room, man? Like, give a little people some space to like actually get onto the highway, other than just merging on like
They're all out for
traffic.
themselves. I gotta say, in New Hampshire, the whole like be a courteous driver thing is real, most definitely. Because you go to any other state, dude, they don't fucking care. They ain't like, you know, in New Hampshire, like a popular in Antrim, the T-Birds intersection. If you're coming at the gas station, people will wait for you, so you can get on the road and take your left. You know, they'll wait so you can merge in. You go to New York or any of these cities, oh, fuck yourself. You ain't getting nowhere. Concord,
Yeah.
Boston, even Concord, you know, they don't care.
You know, so I've driven too much in other places at the point where I am also a dick when I'm driving.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when does it happen? What is the line? Where is it where you're like, you know what?
I-
Fuck this, fuck people. I'm
I
gonna
was
drive
living
how I
in
wanna
Mass
drive.
for like 4 years, then I moved
There
to
it
New
is.
York. No.
No?
I was fine. And then I moved to New York, and I had to deal with New Jersey and New York drivers.
They're
and
the
I was
worst.
just like,
Dude.
dude, try getting on a highway and like, like if you're merging slow, there's no chance you're getting where you want to go.
Yeah.
You just gotta fucking step
Gotta
on it, go 95 through like 6 lanes, and then merge. You know.
Yeah, I have a buddy, Scoop, Dan Weatherbury, old school reference for you old schools. If I ever went to Boston a couple times, I'd have him drive. Yeah, you just poke your nose right out. Like you're merging, you get right in there.
If you
block-
can't find a hole,
no, you just-
make
make
one.
one.
Exactly what
You
he said,
just
yep.
tell people with your blinker that you're turning.
You're turning, yeah. He's like,
And
"No,
it's not
go,
like,
fucking go."
can I go? It's like, I'm going.
going.
That's why I put the
Yeah.
blinker on.
Yep. And it would sketch me out, like,
Yeah.
but it's like you have to do that and stupid.
Oh, you think
In
about it,
Mass, you gotta
though.
do that too.
Think
Yeah.
about it. If somebody pulls out in front of you, are you going to hit them? You're not.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, respond
And you-
up if you got
you know,
something
like-
that grinds your gears.
Ooh, I've got one. Can I do seats in cars? Because
Can you post up on
That
the,
makes me
YouTube
livid.
chat that's live right now? You couple guys that are watching Die Hard, post up what grinds your gears.
They made it through the political
What is
shit.
what pisses
Seats
you
in
off?
cars,
Yeah, you made it through
all right?
political stuff, and you are a diehard. And please tell us what makes you mad. What pisses you off? Not the big things.
Maybe it's something that we said.
It's a little thing.
Please, if we pissed you off, let's engage in it.
Yeah, I'll fucking argue with you. Trust me. What's
We'd love to hear your opinion.
Let's see for me today. Actually, this isn't really a specific thing, or very specific is actually what it is. I was driving home today. Actually, I did a loop. It was nice out, so I took the top off. I'm coming through Old Bennington near Torrey Pines. If the people probably know where that is. This guy from New York, nice car. He just stops.
probably an asshole.
Stops. So, oh fuck yeah, we're right by Torrey Pines, the country club, the building, the big building. This guy just stops. Boom, dead stop in the middle of the road, and I'm behind him. There's like 2 cars behind me, and he's just looking around. I see him pointing, pointing at stuff. I think he's looking for the golf course or something, or he just stopped in the middle of the fucking road, and I'm slamming the horn. My top's off and the door, everything's off, so he can hear me. I'm fucking screaming, go. And he's
that
just,
happened to me.
he just stopped
That happened to me at.
with 4 people. Like, there's a bunch of people behind me. Like, dude, what the, and the worst part was, there was a biker in front of me, which, I'm a cyclist, but get off the road.
Get
Go in
off
woods.
the fucking
Go in
road.
the fucking woods. They make
I
mountain
walk
bikes for a
in
reason.
the-
Go in the mountains. You're not a car. Anyways, so there's a road bike in front of me, so I'm trying to go around him. And then that New York guy stopped right in front of him. So I'm like on the other lane, trying to get in behind the New York guy and the bike guy who's keep going forward, and it's like, dude, the fuck's going on here? Can everyone just learn how to use the road?
Yeah.
Why would you just dead stopped?
No,
He
no
just
blinkers,
stopped.
nothing.
Nothing. Just stopped.
Annoying.
Do you not look behind you? Do you not see there's a line of traffic?
Nothing matters but that.
Yeah, I think that nothing matters but that one fucking person. Like, dude, oh my god. It's the same thing with parking.
Ugh.
I used
I'm kind of a douche.
just, like, you know, if you're over the line a little bit, it's one thing. You're a little crooked, it's one thing. But the people who,
Oh,
like,
God,
just...
no, that's the worst.
No, the guys that just, like, oh, like, the middle of the line is in the center of their car.
Yeah.
Or, like, they just park where
Or,
it's not even a
you
parking
know-
spot.
You know what's fucked up is when people park in the middle, like take two parking spots with a wheelchair van, and it's obvious that I fucking need that fucking space, and somebody parks directly
That
next
is
to it,
a
in between the
legitimate
line.
complaint.
In between the fucking line. I'm in between the line, and these people are parked in between another line to
The
get in
best
my
is
space.
if they
It's
don't have,
bullshit.
like, the handicap placard, too. That's the best.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
I've seen parking on, like, you know, the lines, the no parking lines. People just whoop,
I hate
park
that.
right there. Like, how fucking just oblivious to the world are you?
How about the people who will pull up to the gas pump when it's a full day at the gas station
Go in the store
and
buy
go in
stuff?
the store, but
Yes.
no. I'm
Yes.
not even saying, but they don't even buy gas.
Oh, those are the
Okay,
worst.
that's like beyond.
They
There's
pull up
There's
to the gas
special
station,
circles
they
in
go
hell
in,
for those people.
and like they look at the gas pump and they're just like, oh no, I got a full tank, and they go in and they buy a bunch of shit.
Spot.
Dude, people used to do that at T-Birds all the time, and then they would just park because it's the closest to the door. That's the closest spot is the gas pumps. So they just park there and come in and go to fucking Dunkin' Donuts and take 20 minutes to get a donut while we have 4 pumps and like it's rush hour. And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Like,
It's the worst.
do we have any
The
other?
absolute worst. I'm doing mine now.
All right,
since
Evan, what do
all
you
did
got?
it. I fucking hate it when people get in my. Well, it's only if they're in there for like a short period of time. I understand if you get in my car and you go for like a 3-hour drive and you have to reset my seat. But if you get in my car to move my car and you reset my seat to shorter than my legs are, that really grinds my gears. Because then I go back to get in my car and I can't get in my car because the seat's too far forward. So I like have to crunch in and then adjust it, you know?
Well, you're
'Cause that's
kind
how
of
my
a
car
big
works.
dude, so
Yeah, I know, but so like if anyone smaller than me like gets in and like doesn't just do the butt scoot down, you know, like put your feet out and just like pull my car out, then pull it back in and then be like, "Oh, this car sucks." It's like, you know, whatever else, but
Yeah.
that for sure grinds my gears.
I got weird sports in a second.
Ooh. Ooh.
You called him Ian.
Yeah.
I called him Ian.
Don't do that.
Yvonne.
Hey, Vaughn is acceptable, but no Ian.
Hey, Vaughn!
Dude, you have no idea. That doesn't actually grind my gears that much, but I'll put it in here.
Okay.
People of ethnicities, and I have no idea what it is, but like I've had a Mexican guy do it, and I've had like this like older African American gentleman. He's in his 60s, whatever, and every time he sees me, he knows my name's Evan. He knows my name is actually C. Evan.
That's true. That is.
But he every time will be like, "Hey Vaughn, how you doing?" And it's just like, dude, like you know that's not my
You
name.
know my name. Just
You know my name, and like I know your name, and I'm not trying to fuck with you. So like, why can't we just be friends?
It's like the goddamn.
Yeah.
You go to that certain pizza place in Hillsborough, which I will not name. What order you? I mean, what would I like to order? Not to sound like
Sorry,
one of those
Joe.
people, but it's all good. Just been here for 30 years. Just speak.
You know, like if I lived in France for 10 years, I would learn French because I need to go to the bagel store and buy fucking bagels or whatever. Or like,
Exactly.
I need to know what pickle is in French so I can go buy pickles because I fucking love pickles. You know, like
See how simple it
you
is?
just need to know, like
You,
it's not
assimilate.
really. Yeah, you assimilate to the culture that.
Because everybody
fair.
else is speaking that language.
And
Do
I'm not saying that you like. If you live in America, you have to speak English.
No, not at all.
But you should speak some English so you can like
Enough to
get
where
the
you can actually,
just like interaction being like I'm getting gas or like where is the bathroom, you know, like I
especially
don't
after
know.
like 20 years.
that's a long time to
Figure
not
the
speak
fuck
any
out.
English.
Yeah.
There's no way I would live like even in fucking China I would know how to
Somebody
say
else
like
does that for you.
trees and whatever, you know,
And he
like,
grinds my gears.
Nope.
Oh, nobody wants to chat with us.
Nobody wants to chat with us today. We had 3, 4. The max was 4. We had 2 diehards that have been on the whole time. I know one's Melissa. So, hi, Melissa.
who's
Hi,
Melissa?
How
Melissa.
you doing? She's a nice old lady at work. So it's like,
Oh,
Don't
hey,
call
Melissa.
her old.
Oh,
what?
that's mean.
Okay, she's a nice.
Well,
lady.
you know, as
too
far
older.
as relativity goes, this is how it works for
I'm a
me.
young baby.
Anybody younger than me is like kind of a kid,
Yep.
and anybody older than me, I just say old.
I agree.
Yep.
You know, and
Yep.
when I'm a year older,
just
it's gonna change in relativity to that. You know, it's like there's always gonna be people that are younger than you, and there's always gonna be people that are older than you.
Unless you
It's like, oh
And
my-
it's only if you're insecure about your age that you would take offense by that. You know,
Ooh,
and-
nice one, Evan.
well, I mean, like.
True. No, it's true.
Just be comfortable with who you are, you know?
Yeah, if you are that age, well,
you're old, you're old.
that is.
You're not getting any younger, so why waste your time being upset by that? Don't
Yeah.
sweat the little things.
Like my mother, I love her to death. She dyed her hair for years. But a couple years ago, she's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm old. I'm going to let my hair go gray. I don't care anymore. Like,
And then she probably rocked it.
She
Yeah.
Dude, she rocked it. She rocked it hard. She's fucking good.
Just like do what you can with what you got,
She looks white.
and people will appreciate you for being a genuine person. That's all you have to do.
Like a lot of this is weird side tangent. But like a lot of my friends at work who were hair challenged to be PR. They're balding. If you're balding, man, just shave
lot of
it
the
all
guys.
off, you know, shave it all. Yeah, none of the
All the
Reverse
guys.
mullet. Reverse mullet, dude.
Oh, there's a lot of.
Maybe there's
Shave the part that's under your hat
fucks with
I
your hair.
and like
have been thinking about that. Trust me, because they're all bald. Like if you're bald, just shave it off and rock a bald head. Bald's
My
beautiful,
dad
man.
used to have a
You
bald
know.
spot like at the top and have like a braid that went down to his ass. Well, it was like when he was getting when he was younger, it was like obviously all there. But then it was like, was it about that?
Did
I
he
don't know,
ever do the
it's
top
like-
bun where he like
Fuck
pulls
no.
it all up here and then knots it and pulls it back?
My
My dad-
grandfather,
Yeah.
my grandfather had like a tiny line of hair right here that he combed over. Those strands were like 10 inches. He combed all the way over. It was still black hair. It had all of its color, but he combed the whole from one ear to the other. It was a comb over. It was bad. But every day he did it. He did it every day. It looked so fucking bad. If you get it, like I was saying, just
Embrace
look
it.
bald. Like, yeah, man, look good bald. Just do it. Like if you're balding,
I even shave my head sometimes, except for I look like a skinhead. So,
that's always the connotation we have
well,
to deal with.
it's just because I'm white. Like I'm really, really white.
You are
So
Really?
like,
you look a little dark to me,
dude, I'm actually I have a tan, and I'll show you in a sec. No, it's a tan. But fucking,
Uh-oh.
that's all right.
That looks just like a little bit of dirt
I-
just build up.
I always look like a skinhead when I shave my head. Nah, dude, I gotta.
Oh, shit.
Oh, stripping down. By the way, we forgot to mention that this was X-rated.
I'm just doing one arm.
Oh,
A little bit slower, Evan.
So here's the tan line.
that's just your freckles.
No, but look at it.
No, look at it on the camera, dude. Look at it. It like
my
glows.
That's I have a solid tan line.
That is a fucking tan line. All right. That is
All
a
right,
ginger
Farmer
tan
John,
line.
put that away.
The ginger tan exists. The freckles get darker.
It's a thing.
Ginger tan's real. You might want to check yourself for skin cancer just in case.
Yeah, the thing on skin cancer is I've accepted it. It's just gonna happen, and I'm gonna do well. Actually, so
You got any moles?
it's a complicated issue for me actually because I would like to protect myself from the sun. However, sunscreen has chemicals in it that cause cancer. So like
Cares, do it.
I
Does DEET.
yeah, I mean, well, I do use DEET actually.
Load me up.
But I
DEET.
don't wear sunscreen. I will wear long shirts because I get a trade pretty much. Becca
Yeah.
understands. You get to be like you're either going to be sunburnt or you're going to be hot. You can wear layers and you won't get sunburnt, or you can wear a t-shirt and you'd get fucking roasted. You know?
So you just never use a sunscreen at all?
No, so at this point my arms are obviously farmer tanned in, you know?
Yeah, as long as you're not burning.
So my arms are fine. I get pretty dirty when I work because I work hard, and like I get only sunburnt on here
Dude,
and
rub
my this
pine
part.
sap all over your arms.
Yeah.
Sticky sap. Come on.
Well,
Anything you touch, you'll
dude,
just have
it's
a
weird when you get
sticky
pine sap on you. You get so dirty. You get like it's like
Oh, yeah.
dirt sticks to only pine sap or something. I don't know, but
There's nothing. Will
it
take
just
off
makes your
pine
hands
sap
black.
either.
And like this is gonna wash off, yeah, but like
No,
pine
you
sap
salt
will
sander.
not.
Yeah,
This
you
no, this will go off in like 5 minutes of washing my hands.
Randomly, the most, dude, expanding foam. What was it? Yeah, spray foam. Spray like insulation foam. Dude, I got that in my fucking hands. Holy shit! I took.
Oh, it's sticky, huh?
Dude, I took gasoline, isopropyl alcohol, every cleaner and stringent you could find.
You know what you got to do is you got to do oils. Rub an oil on, because sometimes when sometimes when I have pine pitch on me, like
I went
heavy
for
pine
cheese
pitch,
grater.
I'll do. Don't do that.
Dude, I wrapped my hands for 2 months.
Yeah, don't do
At
that.
work. Yeah, Kara had to wrap my hands.
Try like
bad.
olive or coconut oil because
Was
coconut
bad.
oil is
Bad.
good for
For that, I think.
it's good for your hands anyways
It was
and body.
like- I was like, I was fixing my car, foam all over my hands, didn't think and it was Mother's Day, so I wanted to make a nice meal for my ma. I had a grill thing going on. And so I'm like, oh fuck, I'm like, my hands are covered in this foam. I can't get it off. I need to cook for my mother. So I just took a steak knife and a cheese grater. Dude, it was.
You're so retarded.
How high were you?
I wasn't. I was just nervous. Like I wanted like, anxiety.
Anxiety is a crazy drug.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Adrenaline and
I
anxiety.
need to make dinner and just. Oh, dude, it was. Oh God.
Did you make dinner after that?
It was a beautiful dinner. My hands are wrapped in gauze. And my mom's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Here's dinner." It was a beautiful meal. But yeah, it was, dude. Like weeks and weeks after, my hands were fucked. I couldn't get it off. There's nothing
Rough.
to get it off. Like,
Dude, oil. If
I didn't think about
cleaners don't work, use lubricants.
I thought gasoline, like
WD,
the end all.
brother.
I thought
Yeah.
the end all was gasoline, and that didn't work. And now I'm like, just
Look, if
WD.
it moves and it shouldn't, use duct tape.
Oh yeah,
And if it doesn't move and it should,
use WD.
use WD-40. That's
Water
like
disinfectant
life's
is
universal
effective.
role.
What do you try? WD-40.
All right, what are we at
Yeah,
here?
yeah. This is
Sleepy
we're
time.
going-
Yeah, it's time for bed.
48. Oh my God, we are perfect. We are the perfect time, my friend. So, wrapping it up, go to Mama McDonald's on 10 Depot Street in Hillsborough, New Hampshire.
Taco
Taco
Beyond.
Beyond, right down the road from the bar when you're buzzed, need a little bit of filler. It's where Family Dollar was. If you're in Hillsborough, you know what I'm talking
No,
about.
it's next to where family.
Next to
West Main Street.
West Main Street, across from Cumbies.
Yeah,
Cumberland
that's
Farms.
good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Across from Cumbies. That's it.
Where Weston's-
Weston's. That was a great store.
Yeah.
So, as always, namaste, bitches.
Good night, everyone.
And I love you.